Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Mac the Trader, and welcome back to another video. Now, today's video is going to be all about SPY, SPX, and the NASDAQ as it relates to day trading. We're also going to touch on a little bit of options because we ran call credit spreads on SPY today. So we will talk a little bit about options, but today is all about day trading, right? So I'm going to show you guys what you should have done within the market, whether you trade stocks or whether you trade the index markets and the futures market. All right, we're gonna go over a little bit of NASDAQ, SMT divergence with SPY and how we were able to take these positions. Guys, I'm telling you, the Discord is on fire right now, right? So we're gonna go over all of that, and then at the very end, I have a little something special for you all right? So essentially, we're gonna be giving away free lifetime membership to the Discord community. And like I said, it was popping today. So we're gonna get all into it on today's video. With that being said, let's get right into it. All right, so starting off on SPY. Today we took SPY credit spreads, okay? We took SPY credit spreads around 585, and as you guys can see, price ended around 572. So we definitely produced results today within the options market, but I'm gonna also show you guys how you could have day traded this as well, right? Typically I use Webull. I've been trying to use Robinhood a little more since most of the people who follow me are Robinhood users. I know Robinhood is a little easier and more user-friendly than Webull or Tasty Trades. However, this coming spring, I'll be moving everything over to Tasty Trades, all right? So the broker is kind of an eyesore, but I'm telling you guys, it has everything you need in order to properly trade the options market, all right? So let's break down exactly what we were anticipating, exactly what we were expecting on SPY, right? So within the Discord community, okay, I told everyone, if I can open this up here, perfect. So I told everyone we would be looking for SPY to open lower. All right, so let's just start from the beginning and let's just break down exactly what was said this morning. So I hit up the chat around 9:41. Usually I'm active at market open, all right, but today we got to the desk a little late. So we opened up at around 9:41. However, I was on the phone looking at things. So if anything would have happened, I would have updated you guys on my phone instead of my laptop and computer, but it's all good. Nothing really happened before 10 o'clock, so we were all smooth, right? So I dropped a little hint. I said if we're applying AMD to SPY, sells would be it. However, we will probably close this gap here. It won't matter as long as price closes below the price we set for our spread, right? So I'm not actually gonna go to the new positions tab or anything like that, but those of you guys that are in the new positions tab, okay, we called out SPY credit spreads this morning, okay, and I also gave a little bit of reasoning why. When it comes to options, it's really all about risk and probability, not reward. The reward comes from being disciplined with the risk and probability, right? So we had about an 83% chance, probabilities-wise, that SPY would continue to push to the downside and would not close above 585. It was a very, very safe play, okay? And you could have definitely levered up on the contracts if you wanted to see more income. Now, do keep in mind risk management when it comes to trading options. We here at Market Mentors mainly sell options. Now we do have a Discord IPO coming very, very soon. So those of you guys within Discord community, we will be taking buy call options on Discord once it's set for the IPO. So join the Discord community and let's get ready for that as well, right? So let's just show the day trade, right? So on the 1 hour time frame, all right, essentially we reacted to this imbalance multiple times. We reacted here, price pushed away, right? We created a higher low, okay? Then price pushed back to the upside and it could not break above this region. We then gapped to the downside, right? Which was essentially what I showed you guys this morning, okay? And that's exactly what we were prepared for. That's exactly what the Discord community was able to take advantage of. Now we have some individuals who trade SPY, okay, option side of things. We have some individuals who day trade SPY, stock side of things. And we have some individuals who trade SPX futures, right? So no matter what you participate in, all right, this was an excellent move for you to actually get in, okay? So on this move here, okay, we actually had divergence with QQQ or TQQ, whichever one you want to trade. But we didn't actually look at that this morning, okay? This morning, okay, we saw a simple AMD model form at market open. We had a sweep of sell side liquidity, that is our manipulation leg. Then price gave us a nice push to the upside, distributing above our previous higher high that was supposed to be protected. Because that higher high was taken out, All right, we got into the market once price pushed back to the downside. All right, and I actually didn't get into the market on stock side of things. I wait for a little bit more confirmation. Excuse me. All right, so I actually waited for price to actually break this area here, and price ran right through it. Now we participated on the future side of things with an SPX. All right, so this is how you would participate if you were on the stock side of things. All right, but we're gonna get into SPX in just a second. Okay, so this move produces about 2.12%, okay, if you do trade SPY. Not everybody trades SPY, it's okay if you don't, but if you trade the future side of things, we'll get into what callouts were made on the SPX500 market, right? So essentially we set 585 credit spreads, right? So as long as SPY does not close above 585, it could close 584.50, it could close, 584.86. It really doesn't matter. As long as it stays below 585, all right, then you're going to get 100% of your premium from the options market. And that's exactly what we were able to do. That's exactly the screenshot that you guys saw earlier. So if you're interested in trading options, okay, within the stock market or within the ETFs market, join the Discord. Tell me which asset you like to trade, and if it's outside of the assets that I currently trade, which you guys can see here, okay, if it's outside of these assets, no problem at all. Oh, just a little tidbit, Tesla produced us a return. We didn't actually take NVIDIA this week. We're gonna wait on that. UAL produced us 100% return. Palantir produced us 100% return. SoFi produced us 100% return. We got tested on INTC, but we're gonna see if price can close above that $20 number and stay above that $20 number. If so, this will also be 100% return. All right, so let's get right back into it. So SPY produced you about 2.12%, not bad at all. Going for 2.5 standard deviations of that manipulated range, very straightforward. How my team and I target our take profits is absolutely incredible. It's absolutely incredible and very, very high key spot on. All right, so if you want to learn a little bit about how we target using manipulation, feel free to join the Discord, right? You guys see pretty much all of our returns are going to be very, very consistent, and that is so important when it comes to trading in general, all right? Let's go ahead and move into a little bit of NASDAQ. I know everybody's here for the NASDAQ. So 2 positions on the NASDAQ today, all right? Call outs were in the Discord as well. Didn't necessarily trade the PM session, but we had some excellent moves all throughout this area for those sells. But during the AM session, where I did give you guys the call outs, we're gonna go over some of these moves, talk about why we took these positions and which was better, NASDAQ or SPX. So before we actually get into the NASDAQ trade itself, I kind of want to show you guys a little bit of the breakdown on the NASDAQ. So here was the SPY call. And remember, all of these are posted in the new positions channel before they're actually taken, all right? So if you guys want to join the Discord and you want to take advantage of Vez's new positions, Elijah's stock plays, Yort's NASDAQ plays, or Dalen's funded positions, all right, join in on the Discord, right? All of these moves are given to you guys, those of you guys who are part. We currently have a lot of people offline. Most of our individuals are in Europe or other countries, but we do have a lot of USA traders as well within there, so feel free to join and take advantage. As you guys can see, we have 3 mentors currently on right now, right? And then it looks like we have a market member that's currently studying what took place. I'm going live at 9:30, right? So we should have a good amount of people on at 9:30, and I'm basically gonna break down these positions, do a little Q&A, and see where our traders need assistance and then help them out in those areas. All right, so if we scroll down just a little lower, okay, you guys can see the NASDAQ positions here. All right, now Vez called this out for you guys. So if you didn't see my new position on NASDAQ, you definitely saw Vez position on NASDAQ. And if you guys took it, you made money, right? And as you guys can see, Vez hit up my chat and said, yes, sir, right? So let's go ahead and get right into it. So this morning we took advantage of NASDAQ, okay? Why was NASDAQ more important to us than SPX? If we look at NASDAQ, all right, we can see that price came down, made a lower low here, lower high, lower low, higher high, and then a higher low, right? If we switch over to the SPX market, all right, we can see something slightly different here, okay? Within the SPX market, price made lower low, and then pushed up to made a higher high, okay? So that is a little different than what we see take place on the NASDAQ. And because that is a little different, okay, that is what we call SMT divergence. All right, so we were able to use SMT divergence today to pick NASDAQ, all right, as our day trade of choice. You could actually take advantage of both. We're going to go over SPX in just a second, but you could have taken advantage of both if you really wanted to. However, NASDAQ was a little more probable due to that SMT divergence. All right, so let's just break this down step by step. So price created this lower low, okay? Then we pulled back up, created a higher high, breaking this lower high here. Perfect. We then pulled to the downside and we created this higher low. All right, once price created this higher low, we then have a nice distribution move to the upside, taking out our previous higher high. Okay, within that move, within that distribution, we had imbalance that was set here. Okay, so when it comes to trading the futures market, I don't necessarily wait for, let's say, an inverse fair value gap to fill like I do with stocks necessarily, right? I'm very, very comfortable. I've taken so many trades using the direct imbalance that follows, okay, that manipulation leg and that distribution leg. I was very, very comfortable with doing that same exact thing this morning. All right, so we took our buy position here. I set my stops below this low here. Why? Because we have SMT divergence. So this is very, very high probable, okay, that price is actually going to protect this area. Now, until you get used to the strategy, you can just cover the entire low. That's completely up to you. You don't have to. I would just recommend that you guys back test this, okay, because you guys are going to see that it happens over and over and over again, right? So this move produced us about 2.36% within the market. Okay, we risked around 75.6 points, and we targeted 4 standard deviations for about 178.1 points. Okay, right after that, okay, price was going to give us a possible buy opportunity here, but I let you guys know within the Discord that we are not in a probable time to trade. So if you were thinking about taking this continuation, all right, that message within the Discord would have stopped you, okay, from actually taking this position, and you would have been on the right side of the market. After that, we then have another set of divergence, okay, within NASDAQ and SPX. So if we go to SPX real quick and we scroll back over here, you guys will see that SPX made a higher high here, okay, while NASDAQ made a lower high, okay? Once again, that's the divergence that we're looking for. All right, we're looking for correlating assets to show slightly different structure. If that happens, that gives us a high probable opportunity to take a possible trade. All right, now you're not just looking for SMT and then hopping into the market. You still have to wait for all of your confluences to be met before you actually get into the market. That's how you're going to stay on the right side of the market more times than not. Let's actually show where we were tagged. We were tagged there. So in this area, after SMT divergence was created, all right, we see price has a higher high here, running this swing high. And then what happens? And then we have a slight distribution leg. It takes a little bit to push through, but we finally push through and we break, okay, our accumulation. Our accumulation is from this high to this low. This right here is our accumulation. All right, and you can see once price actually gets inside of that accumulation, what happens? It has a bit of a hiccup. All right, this is completely natural. So we have a bit of a hiccup here, and then price pushes to the downside. Within that area, okay, we have this imbalance, okay, that formed right before price actually takes out this low. That imbalance was our entry right here. We actually had price come back to the upside, leave a little bit of liquidity, run back to the downside, and then finally tag us in. All right, stop loss above the manipulation zone. And then for our target, we targeted 3 standard deviations that produce us about 2.66% return. Now, let me show you guys what you can expect from VEZ. All right, VEZ is absolutely killing the NASDAQ market. So within new positions, okay, I'm not going to actually show his new positions. I'm going to let him do that for you guys. So I'm not going to go to that channel. That channel is strictly for market members, okay? And those of you guys that are a part of lifetime or monthly access, it's up to you. But VEZ called this move out this morning, all right? And it ended up producing great results for you, all right? As you guys can see, we took our position slightly different, but overall it's the same exact concepts within, right? So no matter if you follow my future trades or if you follow VEZ future trades, it doesn't matter. We're going to make sure you guys are on the right side of the market, and we're going to make sure that you guys are making money within your trading accounts. It's up to you to manage risk, but we will put you on the right side of things, right? So as you guys can see, VEZ had that call out. If we go back to my analysis channel under stock options, which I do stock options, stocks and futures for you guys. All right, we scroll down a little bit. Let's see, I don't want to show too much. Yeah, you guys can kind of see we're updating, all right, everyone, on how everything's looking, where the NASDAQ is, all of the in between as well. So not only do we call out the positions for you guys, okay, but we also keep you guys updated on how we're managing the trade, how it's going, whether or not we need to do something slightly different, whether or not we need to maybe change a bias. We're constantly updating you guys within the community. All right, so this position, like I said before, returned about 2.66%, right? So both of these positions combined, almost 5% within the market in just one day. Mind you, most traders target between 5 and 10% a month, right? So if you're within a funded account, okay, let's say you have a couple funded accounts, and let's say you're funded about 50,000, which is very, very easy to do. We have a mentor that's funded multiple $50,000 accounts through Apex trading futures, and that's something that you guys can take advantage of. Right? So let's say you are trading the $50,000 funded account. Both of these moves produced you about 5.02%. So if we multiply that by the $50,000 account, you could be looking at a $2,500 day, and you could be looking at a $2,500 day every day as long as your risk is managed properly, right? We have specific rules for losses and for risk, okay? And as long as you follow those rules, you will remain on the right side of the market. Remember, trading is a zero-sum game. Anytime you're winning money, someone else is losing money. Anytime you're losing money, someone else is winning money. Those of you guys that trade, if you've ever had a loss, all we do within the Discord community, we put you on the right side of the market and we show you how to stay on the right side of the market. No matter if you're taking losses, no matter if you're struggling with your psychology, it doesn't matter if any of those pieces are missing. Join the Discord community and we will get you on the right side of things, all right? So SPX. Let's go over SPX real quick. So even though SPX, okay, was a lower probable trade, because we took advantage of SPY, okay, I called out the SPX move as well for you guys, all right? So essentially we had a standard AMD model here, right? We had accumulation, manipulation, distribution, price return back to the imbalance. We targeted 3.5 standard deviations of that manipulated range for about 2.17%. I know most of you guys don't like trading multiple different correlating assets. That's completely understandable. But our job within the Discord community is to present you guys with the valid opportunities and then allow you to decide which opportunity you want to be a part of, which opportunity you want to stay out of, right? And we clearly, within the Discord, if you guys check it out, we clearly break down each position and why, okay, you should take maybe one over the other. All right, but we're pretty much in the markets, right? Those of you guys who have an opportunity to trade at Mrkt Capital, we basically have our own group of funded students trading live money within the market and being able to keep a percentage of it without having to deal with the possibility of losing accounts, right? All we do, okay, we simply just limit them to losses, right? So if you take a certain amount of losses, then you just have to sit out of the market, you know, for the remaining day or for the remaining week, and bring it back the next week. Now, most of the capital traders are taking the same exact positions that we're taking, right? So we already understand what the return is going to be based on our results, and eventually they produce their own results without even taking our trades, right? But it's completely up to you whether or not you want to only take our trades or take your own. It's completely up to the Mrkt Capital, you know, funded students, right? So if you're interested in that, feel free to DM me or comment on this post. It's a simple test that I'm going to send you through. All right. It's very, very simple. It doesn't take 30 days. It doesn't take, 60 days. It's a week test. That's it. It's a 1 week test. It's a written portion and then it's a demo portion. And as long as you can show, all right, that you're coachable and that you're able to control your emotions and remain disciplined, then you're pretty much funded. All right. You're pretty much funded. Anything that you do lose, let's say you're funded an account and you lose the whole account or you lose X amount of dollars, we simply just use it as a tax write-off, right? So you're helping us out anyways, right? So don't be afraid to reach out to us. All of us are super friendly, right? We love helping you guys out. We love providing value. So SPX produced 2.17%. It didn't really make sense to call out this sell here, especially because we were going to take the NASDAQ sell since we had SMT divergence. And also we were already in SPY credit spreads, right? So we didn't want to over leverage all of our investments all too much. I didn't want to be too correlated. All right, so we ended up not taking this sell position since we were already selling the SPY and selling the NASDAQ as well. Okay, the reason why we took day trades on NASDAQ and SPX was because we were selling the SPY. Okay, if we would have been buying SPY, like running put credit spreads on SPY, then I would have just taken a buy position on one SPX or the other NASDAQ. It would have probably been the NASDAQ, to be honest with you guys, if we would have been buying SPY, okay? So all of this, keep in mind, is real time. All of this is happening in real time. If you guys look at the timestamps, right, 10:14 a.m., right, 9:41 a.m. If we scroll down just a little bit, 10:39 a.m., 11:58 a.m. So we're constantly updating you guys, all right? And just shout out to those of you guys who have been taking our stock positions. Oh man, stocks have been looking good, right? I'll just show Tesla real quick. I know we don't have too many people that's interested in stock options, but this is really what I get geeked about. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So Tesla, we ran credit spreads on Tesla and it's looking absolutely beautiful. We're gonna close those probably tomorrow. You could hold until March 17th if you really wanted to, but price is around 90% return. So, I mean, it makes sense to close it in my eyes, right? Also Palantir. So I closed Palantir for about 88% profit. However, those of you guys who took this position, there's no way Palantir is going to jump up to 125 by tomorrow, right? Tomorrow it's gonna close and you guys are gonna receive 100% of the premium that you were paid to take this position right along with us, right? Those of you guys who are unsure about what to do within the options market, okay? Join the Discord. We literally walk you through it. I literally walk you through it. And those of you guys who just want to take stock positions, okay, that's where Eli's gonna come into play, right? He simply just drops these positions on you guys, drops the stop losses, drops the take profits, and then he comes back. He's super quiet all throughout the week, but then he comes back and he'll say something like, oh yeah, 5% returned on this position, on to the next, right? So those of you guys who want to take advantage, join in. We have you covered. I'm very excited, very, very excited. We've already had a lot of people joining in, okay? We expect a lot more people to join. So go ahead, join in and take advantage of what we all have to offer you guys, all right? So all in all, we discussed SPY credit spreads, all right? We talked a little bit about NASDAQ. We talked a little bit about SPX. Overall, today was amazing. Not only did we return 5%, okay, on the NASDAQ, but we also returned 2.17% on SPX, leaving you around 7.19%. Now, I know you guys saw the return on SPY as well. We're not going to count that since that's on the stock side of things, but those of you guys within the futures market, 7.19%, you could be done for the month if that's really what you wanted to do. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. If there's any specific content you guys want me to focus on, whether it be stock options, stocks, or the futures market, just let me know, because we dabble in all of them all throughout the week. We may not trade stock options every single day, okay? I don't know if the Discord is ready to take those positions on a daily basis, okay? But we do trade it on a weekly basis. And as you guys can see, we have some positions expiring tomorrow and they should produce some beautiful returns for you guys, all right? By the way, with stock options, as long as you have $100, you can get started, right? You may only be able to take one position on these assets that I go over, but you can choose which stock you'd like to take, which option play you'd like to take, and you can take it. This week we are 5 for 6 on our stock option plays if you include the credit spreads taken today on SPY. Now next week, okay, I will be more so focused on the stock option side of things, prepping for the end of March and also beginning of April, because as you guys know, in April we will have earnings for a lot of the stocks that we currently trade, right? So April is going to be really, really good for us. So we're going to go ahead and prep for April, all right? Usually with stock options, I pretty much prep a month before, and the Discord is going to find out how I do that tonight, all right? So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. Feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Content coming every other day for you guys. Sometimes I upload daily, but if not much is going on, like let's say, for example, yesterday, I pretty much just focused on the stock side of things, right? So I really didn't have any content for you guys yesterday. I didn't really trade the futures market, but today we did trade the futures market. So I just wanted to bring that to you all's attention, and hopefully this video helps out at least one person with furthering their goals in trading and investing. With that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Much love and peace out.